Welcome back to another Wrath of the Righteous build video. I'm Artie. Today we're going to be talking about Ember, doing a fire build for Ember. She's born with fire. She's got the fire curse. She gets fire spells. So let's double down on it. This build I played all the way through in the betas on core, and I've been doing some on hard, and it's been working fine. It's got plenty of damage, has some pretty good healing and some utility in there when you need it. So you get her level 3, and as you can see here, level 1 she picked up point blank shot. She's got slumber, which is nice. She's got her Raven familiar, and then at level 2 she picked up vulnerability curse. It's okay for the early. And then level 3 we have precise shot. So that's everything she needs for shooting any rays or whatnot without it having any penalties. Level 4, I picked up Evil Eye. That's good utility. Lower some things on the bad guys. And then for the spell, I just picked up Web. The early game, the utility that it provides is really nice. I really enjoy it, and it helps out a ton to control things in the battlefield. Level 5, we're going to keep going with Witch for now. We're not really going to change up too much with her, but we will throw a little bit of juiciness in there. So level 5, we're going to go with Spell Penetration. We want to make sure we can get through the penetration. A lot of enemies in this game has spell resist, so. And then level 5 here, I usually take Enlarged Person. It's really good for the front lines. And then here, second level, the first one we're going to take here is Cure Moderate Wounds, just to give us a cure. You can see here from her curse, she gets Burning Arc and Scorching Ray. So we got some damage, we got some control, and then if we need it, we have some cure spells. Level 6. Stick with Witch. And we get our Hex, and here I get Cackle. If you do put like Evil Eye or something on an enemy, you can use your move action with Cackle, and it'll extend it that one round, because it only lasts one round if they will saved. So you can keep extending it, and you can still do like a regular action. Not a full standard, but. And what do we have for spells at level 6? I like to go with Delay Poison Communal here. If you have a cleric that has it already, I mean, you pick Heroism or something, but I'm just going to go through the spells as I picked them, but you can move things around as you like. Level 7, we are sticking with Witch. And pump up UMD. And here I'm going to go with Elemental Focus. Fire. Get some good DC for any saving throws against fire. We're going to make sure everything we're throwing is fire. Alright, level 7 spells. I took Raven Fieldbit, Blindness, and took a buff here of Heroism. We got 2 buffs here, so if you want, you could take Lightning Bolt first. We'll take that in I think the next level, or the level after, or something like that. Not too long. Next time we get a chance, I think we're taking it. All right, level 8 is where we're going to throw our little spin on things. We're going to take 1 level of Sorcerer here of Cross-Blooded. This is going to really solidify our fire damage. For our regular levels, it's not really going to show anything, but when we get into the Mythic part, you're going to see where this 1 level of Sorcerer Crossblood is going to pay big dividends. So we're going to pick any fire, dragon, brass works just fine. And the reason we want that is we get that Whenever we cast fire damage spell, it deals 1 additional point of damage per die roll. So, and then here we take, I think, greater spell focus, and then we're gonna take the fire elemental. And what this does is doesn't really, but so this elemental bloodline arcana fire, what that does is it turns any spell damage you do, if it was like lightning bolt, or lightning bolt is a good example. Instead of it being electric damage, if you have this toggled on, it will be fire damage. So we're gonna use and abuse it. Level 8 here, I just took grease. We're only gonna get this one level, so we'll have a whole bunch of casts of grease at the end. There's something else to, throw out there if we need some utility for something. And then we're going back to witch, and we're staying witch. And our skills. Here we're gonna go arcane focus. This is because we're an elf. We get a +2 bonus on concentration checks to cast offensively, and then we get a +1 caster level check to overcome spell resistance. Very nice. For Hex at 9, I took Misfortune. I like that. It's a disadvantage for the enemy. They roll twice, take the worst. Alright, level 9. Here I take Death Ward. This is really good. There's quite a few undead around here. Like if you have it on your cleric or healer or whatever, you could take a Cure Wounds or a Dimension Door, but we're just gonna go how I take it. And which continue whatever skill points you wanted. Level 10, our skills. I take Bone Shaker here. 3d6 of damage plus 1d6 per 2 caster levels, no max. And we're taking Lightning Bolt now, which we're going to use. If we use that, we're going to make it fire. And we're going to take our Cure Critical. Give us some healing in there too. So she's really a valuable companion. I'd be surprised at how much damage she can do when she starts getting. I mean, right now she can pretty good damage for a single target, but she can start putting out some AoE damage later. And then we're gonna take Greater Elemental Focus, Fire, get that DC class up. A lot of our early fire spells has the reflex saves to take half damage. So, and then here, I like to take Restless Slumber. We can, if they pass Restless Slumber, we can still try to slumber them, because you can only try to cast it on somebody once a day. So put them to sleep, get them out of the fight. And what do we got for spell here? We got Racking Ray. Get some damage on them, or what do you call it? Skill damage. And 12. We're sticking with Witch. Come on. There we go. Get our Charisma. All Charisma. Charisma is our casting stat for everything we need. Alright, here I just go with Pox. Come Sicken, -4 to Dex. It's alright if we need it. And here I like to take Remove Blindness. This kind of sucks here. Blindness sucks a lot. Sometimes you don't have a scroll or whatnot, so it's good to have her there. You could take a heal. Dimension Door is very valuable. Sometimes you get in some spots you can't figure out how to get out of. Dimension Door can save you. especially me because I'm very challenged with directions in this game. Break enchantment. I really like this. You know, there's a lot of things. It's AoE. Um, a lot of enchantments, transmutations, and curses that can screw your party over. And having her with that is a big help. 13. And here I go with Magic Bolster. Now, Bolster was broken. It wasn't working correctly. They just fixed it. I still take it. We're going to do some AoE damage with her. And a lot of enemies are always clumped up. So you're getting two more damage per dice roll. And then the enemies within 5 feet of the spell target also gets 2 damage per dice roll of the original spell. The spell doesn't apply precision damage, which we're not doing. So I still like Bolster, and it's only a 1 caster level increase. Like if it was a level 6 and you bolster it, it becomes a level 7 spell. Here we're going to go Protective Luck. This is good. This is one you can extend with Cackle as well. Whenever the target by an effect that requires an attack roll, including weapon attacks, the attacker must roll twice and take the worst roll. So, but if they're attacking your front line, you give them that. The enemy has to roll with disadvantage. And what do we got here? We're going to take Hellfire Ray. And she does get this with her her curse, but actually it's in a different level. So we're going to be able to get Hellfire right here and at level 7, I believe. I think it's we're going to have a level 6 casting and a level 7 casting. Which is pretty cool and pretty strange at the same time, but hey, if they want to give it to us, we will take it. We will take it. Level 14. I just do some innervation here. I'm not fond of False Life Greater. Doesn't really give that many hit points. I think it's 20 or 30 at max. I mean, that's not much at this stage in the game. And then I go for, there's not a ton in here that I'm really fond of at this point. I just take Baleful Polymorph here. And then you get a nice Heroism Greater. Nice buff. Whoa. Alright, 15. Now we're going to Spell Focus Evocation. That's where our damage is going to be coming from most of the time is Evocation. I would say probably 90% of the time. Here, we got some major hexes. I just take Beast Gift. And it gives some natural attacks to, I would preferably put it someone on the front line, of course. You could take Fortune. I would say Beast Gift at this point or Fortune is good. And 15 here, this is where I take Chain Lightning. This is the spell I love to use with her, is Chain Lightning. Makes it a fire AoE spell. It does crazy damage, 16, of course, Charisma. Take our skills. And I'm going to take Mind Fog here. They can lose their will. And we're going to do Dispel Magic Greater. This is good. A lot of things we can get rid of from our enemies. Some things that tell you it's permanent you can actually get rid of, which is kind of weird. And then I like to take Heal first. Heal is huge heal. Look at how much 150 points of healing. And it also takes away a whole bunch of negative effects. Heal is awesome. right. Level 17. Continue with Witch. We're staying Witch the whole time. What do we got here? Spell specialization. Come on, way down here. This treats whatever spell you pick as 2 higher for all the variables, all the level variables. So right now we're going to take Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning, it so-called caps at 20 d6. I think it is d6 or d8. d6, yeah. So we're caster level 16 right now, so we're going to be casting it at 18. So it's going to be 18 d6 with bolster. 17, we're going to go with Agony. Make them nauseated. Basically, all they can do is move. As long as they don't get that will save, or that fort save, sorry. In 17, we're going to do Storm Bolts. Same thing. It says lightning damage, but we're gonna have all of our stuff toggled, so we're going to be doing fire damage. It's another option of AoE, fire damage. All right, level 18. We're going to switch our specialization here, and we're going to go for Hellfire Ray. Reason we do that is we're going to get our third bolt, our third ray, I should say, with this specialization. It's a level, it's every 4 levels after level 11. So at level 11 you get 1 ray, at level 15 you get 2 rays, and then level 19 you get 3 rays. So we're level 17 plus 2, that's set 19. So we're going to get all 3 rays of Hellfire Ray, which is extremely good. Here we go with a buff, legendary proportions. As long as we can find some dinosaur bones, that is awesome for frontline or backline, like your archers that are using your strength for their damage. Don't forget about them. And here I go with Mind Blank, or Mind Blank, plus 8 resistance to saving throws against mind affecting spells and effects. I hate being compulsed and all that stuff. It seems like every monster in this game throws it out on you as well. Get your skills. And here we're going to go Greater Spell Focus, Evocation. Keep getting the +1 to DC. And here I do Life Giver. Once per day is a full round action, you can touch a dead creature and bring it back to life. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, hopefully you're not having people die so much that you would need it more than twice in a day for the same person. Spell specialization, we're going to keep it Hellfire Ray. It doesn't really help us, but if we take it away, we're going to lose that 1 ray of it. So we want to keep on there for now. Level 19, we're going to go Heroic Invocation. This is pretty awesome too. They gain +4 morale bonus on attack and damage, and they gain 2/8 +4 temporary hit points. Become immune to both fear and charm effects for the spell's duration. 10 minutes per level. And it's going to be 24 hours. And finally, we're taking that Charisma, of course. Get your skills. And we're going to change our spell specialization to Chain Lightning. And this is actually going to give us caster level 22 once we have all our mythic feats. And it will actually do 22 d6 of damage. And then from our dragon bloodline, it's going to be 22 d6 plus 22, because we get a +1 per dice roll. So that's a lot of damage. And then with bolster, you're doing another 2 damage, and then to any enemies around it. So it really pumps out some damage. It's crazy. Level 8 spell here. I go with Death Clutch. It does something at least if it even if they save. Regardless of the hit points, if the target succeeds at a support save, it's still staggered for a round. And staggered, and we can really take advantage of staggered enemy. And then I take Foresight here. Mind Blank Communal is really good. I like to do Foresight. We got Mind Blank, and it's going to be a 24-hour buff, but obviously it's only on one person at a time. Foresight here, I like this. You're never flat-footed. In addition, the spell gives a general idea of what action, so they get a +2 insight, and you don't get a lot of insight bonuses, and then a +2 insight on reflex saves as well. So I like that just because it's a unique bonus type. All right, and that's all her levels. Let's look at her mythic path. So first, we took Ascended Element Fire. This way, any fire damage we put, we don't care if they're immune. We go through the immunities. You got to be careful too, because this also means that if you accidentally hit one of your allies, it'll go through their fire immunity too. So, but this really amplifies her fire. You don't have to worry about anything. You'll always do damage. Level 2, we get abundant casting. We want to get as many casts as we can. So we actually take the mythic. We take a mythic feat to get abundant casting. And then third, we get improved abundant casting, which is 4 more spells of 4, 5, and 6. And at fourth, we do Sorcerer's Reflex. This allows us the first round in an action in a fight, we can cast any spell that's 2 levels lower than our max spell at the time as a quick action. So you can cast 2 spells in your first turn, and this can really turn the tides. This is going to end a fight very quickly. It's amazing. Level 5, well, we're going to get Greater Abundant. And you might not have, well, you're not going to have level 8 and level 9 spells at this point. I think we just get our level 7 when we get this, but it's well worth it. Those level 7 castings is well worth it. And obviously it just gets better when we get our 8th and 9th level spells. 6, we do Schoolmaster Evocation. All your spells that belong to this school have their caster level increased by 1. There we go. Higher DCs, more damage. And then for the buffs that we do have, they are good buffs. So we're going to go into Enduring Spells here. Level 8, we're going to go into Spell Penetration. We want to get through that Spell Pen. And we're doubling down on the Enduring Spell. So now every buff that we have that we're going to cast on ourselves or our allies is going to be 24 hours. There's nothing that we're casting that's less than 5 minutes. And then finally, we're doing Spell Focus Evocation. Now the bonus for DCs from our Spell Focus and our Greatest Spell Focus is increased by 1. So this is essentially +2 to the DCs. So this is a great build for Ember. This is very, very powerful, and you will not be mad or miss anything. You have some healing, you have great damage, and you have some awesome buffs. This really makes her shine. She has an awesome character with great lines and great personality, and this is like just puts the cherry on top. So if you guys like the build, let me know in the comments below. If you like to see something change or you had some questions, let me know. Otherwise, you guys have a good one. I'm Artie. Peace out.